We are live,
Okay.
and this is our initial attempt at Java with John. So a little late for morning coffee, but early for your afternoon coffee if you're having one. I'm. I have my. Oh, better turn this so you can see it somewhere like that.
Yeah.
That's my coffee mug. I have a second one actually, John. Um, this is my friend in Pennsylvania who does a morning show. Uh,
Okay.
I have one of his mugs as well. But, anyways, this is John and with Java with John. Hey, you can't beat that. Oh, I forgot to tell Colleen to make me some coffee. You can't be. You got to be realistic on this show, right?
I'll let you deal with that issue.
So I don't know. I asked her if she would be able to watch it, but I guess I haven't steered her in the right direction to be on YouTube because I was hoping if we got any comments from any of the family members or anything, just as a test, we could try playing them on the screen and uh, we would know that there is at least one body out there watching. Uh,
Hmm.
on the bottom, you notice with all the other stuff that I've got stuck in the way, we have some hockey scores and football scores scrolling by. Now, I know for me, the football season ended a week ago Saturday
Go
because,
Bills.
if they're not from New York State, then I really don't have much interest. You have any feelings about the results on the weekend and what's coming up for the Super Bowl?
Well, I'm a Matthew Stafford fan. Myself and Ian both went to Matthew Stafford's first game, which was actually in Buffalo um, during preseason on his draft year. Um, I wanted the Rams to win. It didn't work that way. The Patriots, well, they're the Patriots. I remember during when I lived in Chicago, sorry, in the 1980s when the Bears went to their last Super Bowl. I was the only Patriots fan in the bar, AW Shucks in Carroll Stream, Illinois. And the bartender actually had to have somebody sit with me so I wouldn't get beat up.
Ah,
um, I want the Pats to win this. I think the Seahawks cursed themselves when they would not give Marshawn Lynch the ball on the last play when they got intercepted during the last Super Bowl by the Patriots. So I think they're going to have that hit them again. Um, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because nobody expected anybody to be here. Uh, Sam Darnold is either a super good quarterback like he was last week, or 2 weeks ago he was awful. It's the only way I can see it. How they won the that game was beyond me because I think they had about 200 yards of complete offense for passing and running, and they won by 30 points, but that was because of the defense.
ah,
But I'm going to cheer for the Pats as an old school Pats fan. Um, and we'll have to wait and see. Yourself, what do you think?
I'm not really an NFL fan. I'm primarily a Bills fan now, and so I catch some of their games. I used to be a dyed-in-the-wool Giants fan because I grew up. Uh, the only channel we could get on TV was Syracuse, and
Hmm.
every Sunday it was the Giants. And
Yep.
I didn't know much, other than the Baltimore Colts, Cleveland Browns. Uh, that was the extent of the NFL back in my original days, and I lived and died with them. I,
Back
I
when there were
ex-
6 hockey teams.
yeah, I expanded my horizon a little bit though, and accepted the Bills because they played a couple of exhibition games in Toronto, and they had Cookie Gilchrist, who used to play for the Argonauts,
Hmm.
came and played for them, and they got a couple of coaches that came from the Montreal Alouettes. So I sort of switched my allegiance uh, over to the Bills, except for when I was over in Ogdensburg, New York. Then I had to say I was still a Giants fan. So,
Mhm.
as I said, the season ended, but the Patriots. Uh, Now remember, I don't have the history here, but weren't they horrible last year?
Yeah. Same as the Seahawks. Same as um, it's been a year of. I'm trying to think of the right words. Parity is the wrong word, but there's been so many injuries this year that decimated the good teams
Yes.
that the Patriots and the Seahawks have risen to the top. So they're kind of the best of the most mediocre in my eyes.
Okay.
Uh,
And
yeah.
and that game on Sunday, that game was in Boston. Did they play in Boston or wherever they play?
No, no.
I saw snow. That's why I was
Yeah,
thinking it was Boston.
no. Actually, they should be glad they didn't play in Boston because Boston was getting nailed by that storm that just passed by
Oh,
us.
so this game was in Denver then? Is that where it
Yeah,
was? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And that was actually, I love snow games.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything more fun than watching snow games because you don't know where the people are. You don't know, you know what I mean? They're passing the ball and you're not sure if they're going to be able to catch it or not. If a running back's going to, everything's so slippery and just, it's fun. I'm sorry. It's like, who's going to mess up first? But no, Denver, they had a really good crowd playing with Stidham, who was drafted by the Patriots 3 years ago, I believe, 3 or 4 years ago. Um, he was thrown into it, and he didn't have a chance. If Bo Nix was there, I think probably Denver would have gone to the Super Bowl.
Ah,
Yeah, but didn't you not know somebody that was a coach for the Giants at one time?
no, well, it was Marv Levy who was with the Bills. He was from the Alouettes, but Montreal Alouettes, who used to be my favorite team in the CFL, for a long time it seemed like they were a farm team for the Giants
Mm-hmm.
because they did have some players move from Montreal onto there. But well, of course, Sam Echeverry as a quarterback did come and play for St. Louis after he played in Montreal and in Hamilton. But I was thinking I wanted to bring up that point about the snow I saw, which was in Denver, I guess. Uh, how did you guys fare in Toronto or your section of north of Toronto with the snow on the weekend?
Like I always tell Janet, it's always sunny in Bradford. Uh, we got about 2.5, maybe 3 inches. They were calling for snowmageddon. We live in a very unique spot where the weather just goes around us. Um, I don't know why, I don't know how, but you can go to Aurora and they'll have a foot of snow and we'll have sunshine and lollipops. Uh, um, but no, not as bad as you guys, from what I heard.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, yeah, but we survived. Um, our driveway had to be done a couple of times, maybe three
yeah,
over the weekend, but we had a foot plus snow. But the worst part was, as I said to Colleen, it was pretty damn cold as well.
yeah, 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 and that's going to be staying with us, I think, for the next week. Minus tens, minus 15s.
Yes, yeah, yeah. It's we'll be able
But
to.
what's the old adage though? Too cold to snow.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. That would be exactly what I was thinking. I thought, how can it be minus 23 or minus 28 a couple of those nights, and
Mhm.
we're still going to get a whole bunch of snow? But we got both. We got the cold and we got the snow. So
Yeah.
pretty not necessarily exciting, but uh,
Well,
interesting.
graciously, we did not have the challenges a lot of other places had. Power outages, stuff like that. It hit a lot of places within the southern U.S. where, I hate to say this, heating is not necessarily a priority in a lot of
Uh
homes.
huh.
Um, like they just have radiant heaters, those little things that run along the bottom of your walls. They don't even have gas heat. So I know a lot of people down there had challenges with that, unfortunately. but it's going to be all passed by tomorrow down there, and things will be back to normal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My sister said Florida was warm and sunny. So
Yes, I talked to both my son and my daughter, and they had record highs. I think it was 29 degrees there, maybe on Saturday. Like they said, it was going to even out shortly, but they had a fantastic weekend there.
you're talking about 29 centigrade or 29 or
Oh,
29
no, 29 centigrade.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, no
Okay.
centigrade. Yeah, they
Okay.
were record high temperatures. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That is warm, 29 centigrade. So
yeah,
that's what 91 Fahrenheit, something like that.
yeah,
I'm old school. I'm sorry. I've never been able. I grew up in the time where we changed um, Fahrenheit to centigrade and Celsius or inches to Celsius, and I
yeah.
never got it.
I'm
So
I'm I know I have to speak one language because everybody else is using it, but in my mind it's still yards and feet. And I remember I was skiing in Killington, Vermont one year, and there was a guy telling a story, and I don't know how true it was or not, but I just remember the words he used. He said, "We got a yard of snow."
mhm. Yeah, and who was it the other day was talking about that we might see up to 20 centimeters. And it's like you go, oh, 20 centimeters. Like we're all, it's like what, 4 inches?
Yeah, I know. It's
This much.
yeah, that's it. Well, is there anything else we should talk about, John, on our initial broadcast here?
No, I think this has been a lot of fun. The only thing, this rolling scoreboard underneath just keeps, smacking me in the head over that Rams loss. But
Uh-huh.
beyond that, I don't see any hockey scores. So either hockey is just not being played right now, or
Uh,
but no, this has been a lot of fun. If anybody watches us, we hope you're as entertained as we entertain ourselves, I guess
yeah,
is the way.
yes, and this goes back a couple times in Mexico when it's been you and I had to head to the sports bar and have our
Yep.
own special drinks and away
Yep.
from the crowd, and we
Yep.
survived.
No, definitely. It's
Well,
easy to do.
yeah. Okay. Well, thanks very much, John, and we'll aim for 2 o'clock next week as well. Thanks very much.